drinking red wine and listening to Guy Clark sing about the Cape and jumping, and living. And the next thing I know, I decide that it's time to sleep in my car, which is parked directly in front of the McNear's Mystic Theater. And that was not the thing to do. They probably would have let me go, but I had a few choice words to say. I was arrogant in my younger years. Anyway, this is not about how I got thrown in jail, because there's a different story for that every time. This is about what happened the next day when I got out of jail. I don't know if this is accurate at all, because I haven't been back to Petaluma much in the last 11 years. But I think, at least at the time, that if you got arrested, they detained you for 10 hours like they did me. In Petaluma, they take you to the Santa Rosa jail. At least that's what they did to me. So I use these words, Santa Rosa and Petaluma, sort of. I get confused about which is which. Anyway, I'll shut up and sing the song. This is called Moaning Santa Rosa Jail Blues, and it's on my record, my new record, Peddlers and Ghosts, which has been out about a year. I have them for sale for $10 or 2 for $20. Well, if you're ever thrown in jail, don't do so in Santa Rosa, California, 'cause it just might take your car while you're incarcerated and move it to a handicapped spot and put a $700 ticket on the windshield and leave the windows down. And when you get out of jail and go back down to Petaluma, where your car was and where they moved it, well, that's just down the road. You might be confused because your car is not exactly where you left it. Well, it'll take you about an hour or maybe 2 of sheer confusion. But eventually, if you just keep looking around, you'll find your car where you did not leave it. But the policeman who's corrupt at the Santa Rosa jail had your keys for 13 hours. Jury in which he moved your car, 'cause you told him just to chill. You said, man, you don't need to have a temper like that. A man with a gun and a badge doesn't need to be screaming at me like this. You should have more self-confidence. I suggest you study Aikido, or maybe even do some Bikram yoga. And if he does not like this, and he screams and he hollers and yells like he did to me, well, he just might move your car. And that's the predicament that I found myself in Petaluma, California, on the first day of September in 2004, the year of the Summer Olympics, and wherever they were that year. And the saddest part is that old car, well, it wasn't really mine. It was my friend Jim McLean's down in the San Francisco Bay. Part 2 is a little shorter than part 1. So I paid that $700 ticket because I really had no choice, even though I proved without a doubt to the police people that I myself could not possibly have moved it during that period of time, because I was locked up in jail up the road in Santa Rosa. That's the county seat, I think it is, or at least I wrote it down. But they just dismissed my letter without all that proof and all. They said you owe us $700 and you had disorderly conduct. And the hell with all your plea. This is the way it is. This is the way it rolls in Santa Rosa. So if you're ever thrown in jail, kid, don't get that done. In Santa Rosa, California, or Petaluma, because they share the same old jail and the same crooked police people and judges, and they just don't give a damn. As long as you're locked up in that orange suit, well, they just might take your keys and move your car one more time. They just might take your keys while you're incarcerated and move your friend's car, put it in a handicap spot, and put a $700 ticket on it by the windshield.